Welcome back to Twisted Pine Homestead. Today, we're going to dive into something that's both practical and charming, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Raising ducks,
Yeah.
especially for beginners.
hmm
So, imagine having these feathered friends just kind of waddling around your backyard,
Yeah.
providing fresh eggs, and even maybe helping you maintain a pest-free garden.
It is a pretty fascinating blend of practicality and personality.
Absolutely. So we've got sources today that are packed with tips and insights covering everything from uh, choosing the right breed to setting up their haven and even understanding their quirky behaviors.
It's like a crash course in Duckology 101.
I like that, Duckology 101.
Yeah.
So, as we've been digging into this, it seems like duck raising is really beginner friendly, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I mean, they're generally pretty hardy and adaptable,
Mm.
and definitely require less space and specialized care compared to some other livestock you might think about raising.
Absolutely. So it's a great option for those of us with smaller backyards or maybe limited experience with poultry.
For sure.
But why ducks?
Yeah.
What makes them so appealing? Why would someone specifically want to add ducks to their, homestead?
Well, I think for starters, ducks are incredibly versatile. I
Mm.
mean, they can provide fresh, delicious eggs,
Okay.
help keep pests out of your garden, and you can even raise them for meat.
Okay.
Plus, they're relatively low maintenance compared to other poultry like chickens.
Okay, so I've heard that duck eggs are richer and more flavorful than chicken eggs.
Absolutely.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, duck eggs have a higher yolk to white ratio,
Mm.
giving them a richer, creamier texture.
Oh, wow.
And they're also packed with nutrients,
Okay.
boasting higher levels of omega-3 fatty acids, vitamins A, B12, and D.
Wow, they're like the nutritional superheroes of the egg world.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm already like picturing myself like having an omelet made with fresh duck eggs every morning.
That's the dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me, what about those omega-3s? What makes those so beneficial?
Omega-3 fatty acids are essential for heart health,
Hmm.
brain function,
Mm.
and also reducing inflammation in the body.
Okay.
They're considered good fats that our bodies need but can't produce on their own.
Right.
So we have to obtain them through our diet.
I see. So by incorporating these duck eggs into our meals, we're not only treating ourselves to a tastier experience,
Right.
but also boosting our health.
Absolutely win-win.
Win-win. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we get too carried away with egg excitement, let's talk about duck personalities.
Okay.
What are these feathered friends like in terms of behavior and social dynamics?
Ducks are highly social creatures.
Okay.
And thrive in groups. They communicate through a variety of quacks and honks and whistles.
Oh, wow.
And love to interact with each other through playful chases and synchronized swimming.
Synchronized swimming.
Yeah, it's very cute.
So does that mean we should always have at least two ducks? Like, would a solitary duck feel lonely?
Yeah, definitely. Keeping at least 2 ducks is highly recommended.
Okay.
They provide companionship for each other, which is essential for their well-being.
Okay.
And a lone duck might exhibit some signs of stress or boredom.
That makes sense. It's like having a built-in buddy system for your feathered friends.
Exactly.
But understanding their social nature is just, one piece of the puzzle.
Right.
What else do we need to know about their unique behaviors to kind of ensure successful duck raising?
I think observing their interactions is key.
Okay.
Pay attention to their body language, their vocalizations, and foraging habits.
Okay.
This will give you insights into their mood,
Mm.
their health, and overall contentment.
Okay.
For example, a duck that's constantly hiding or vocalizing excessively
Right.
might be stressed or feeling unwell.
So it's like learning their language, understanding their subtle cues,
Exactly.
and responding accordingly.
Yeah.
So we've talked about the benefits of raising ducks and their social nature.
Mhm.
Now let's dive into the practical side of things.
Okay.
How do we go about choosing the right duck breed for our backyard?
That's where the fun begins.
Okay.
There are so many amazing duck breeds to choose from,
Mm.
each with its own unique characteristics and appeal.
Right.
But the key is to consider your goals and preferences.
Okay.
So, are you primarily interested in egg production?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want a friendly and docile breed for family interaction?
Okay.
Or perhaps you need a breed that's particularly adept at pest control?
So it's like choosing a new family member,
Yeah.
but with feathers and webbed feet.
Exactly.
So to help us kind of navigate this ducky dilemma, could you highlight a few popular breeds for beginners, maybe drawing from the wisdom of our sources.
Yeah, so let's start with the Pekin.
Okay.
This is a classic breed known for its white plumage and rapid growth rate.
Okay.
They're excellent for meat production, but they're also friendly and relatively calm, making them a good option for beginners.
So if we're looking for a duck that can kind of provide both meat and eggs,
Yeah.
the Pepino might be a good contender.
Right.
What about breeds that are known for their exceptional egg-laying abilities?
Yeah, if you're dreaming of baskets overflowing with fresh duck eggs,
Yes.
then the Khaki Campbell might be your perfect match.
Okay.
They're known for their prolific egg production, laying up to 300 eggs per year.
300 eggs a year.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
They're little egg-laying machines.
I never knew that ducks could lay so many eggs.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, but what if we're looking for a breed that's a little more, how shall I say?
Unique.
Yeah, visually striking.
Okay.
Something with a bit more personality in terms of appearance.
Then you might be interested in the Indian runner.
Oh, okay.
This breed is famous for its upright posture, almost like a penguin.
I love it.
They're also incredibly efficient foragers, known for their ability to control pests in the garden. And they're active and entertaining to watch with their unique waddling gait.
I could already picture them marching around the garden, gobbling up those pesky bugs.
Yes.
It's like having a team of feathered pest control experts on patrol.
Exactly.
So we've got the Pekin for meat and eggs, the Khaki Campbell for egg-laying champions.
Yes.
And the Indian runner for pest control and entertainment?
And entertainment.
What a fantastic lineup.
It is a good lineup.
So, we've explored these different breeds and their unique characteristics.
Right.
Let's move on to creating a duck-friendly haven in our backyard.
Yeah.
What are the essential elements of a duck's dream home?
Well, first we need to consider space.
Okay.
Ducks are active creatures, and they need ample room to roam, forage, and of course, indulge in their favorite pastime, swimming.
So we can't just cram them into a tiny coop and expect them to be happy campers.
Exactly.
Got it.
Yeah.
But how much space are we talking about? What's a good rule of thumb?
A general guideline is to provide at least 4 to 6 square feet of indoor space per duck,
Okay.
and at least 10 to 15 square feet per duck for their outdoor run.
Okay, so that gives them enough room to move around freely, stretch their wings, and engage in their natural behaviors.
Right. We want them to feel comfortable and have enough space to really express those ducky personalities.
I love it. But what about shelter? They'll need a safe and secure place to retreat to, especially at night or during inclement weather.
Absolutely. A well-constructed duck house is essential.
Okay.
It should be sturdy, elevated off the ground to keep them dry and protect them from predators, and have a secure locking mechanism to keep them safe at night.
So it's like their very own duck fortress, protecting them from the elements and any unwelcome visitors?
Exactly.
What are some key features we should look for in a duck house?
Ventilation is crucial.
Yes.
You want good airflow to prevent moisture buildup, which can lead to respiratory problems. So make sure the house has adequate windows or vents that can be opened and closed as needed.
Okay.
Also, consider the ease of cleaning.
Okay.
A duck house that's easy to access and clean will make your life much easier in the long run.
That's a good point. I'd much rather spend my time enjoying my ducks than scrubbing a coop.
For sure.
Speaking of enjoyable duck activities, we can't forget about their love for water.
Oh, absolutely.
What kind of water features do we need to incorporate into their haven?
Ducks absolutely adore water.
Yeah.
It's essential for their hygiene as they preen their feathers to keep them waterproof.
Okay.
And it's also a source of entertainment and enrichment as they love to splash, swim, and even forage for aquatic insects.
So it's like their very own spa and playground rolled into one.
Exactly.
What are some options for providing them with that water access?
Well, a shallow pond is ideal,
Okay.
but if space is limited, a kiddie pool, a large tub, or even a sturdy trough filled with fresh water will do the trick. Just make sure it's easy for them to get in and out, and that the water is changed regularly to prevent stagnation and the buildup of bacteria.
Got it. Okay, so we've got their space, their shelter, and their water sorted.
Yes.
Now let's talk about what fuels these feathered friends. What's the best way to ensure that our ducks are getting a balanced and nutritious diet?
Feeding ducks is actually quite simple.
Okay.
A high-quality commercial duck feed should be the foundation of their diet.
Okay.
It's specially formulated to provide all the essential nutrients they need,
Okay.
and it's readily available at most farm supply stores.
So commercial feed is like the safety net,
Exactly.
ensuring they're getting all the vitamins, minerals, and protein they need to thrive.
Exactly.
But I've also heard about people making homemade duck feed.
Yeah.
Is that a viable option?
It can be a good option if you're experienced and knowledgeable about poultry nutrition.
Okay.
You need to make sure you're providing the right balance of protein, carbohydrates, fats, vitamins, and minerals.
Yeah. That sounds a little intimidating.
Yeah, so for beginners, I always recommend starting with a commercial feed
Okay.
to avoid any nutritional deficiencies.
Makes sense. It's like following a recipe
Exactly.
to make sure that we're not leaving out any crucial ingredients.
Yes.
But a little variety never hurts, right? Can we supplement their commercial feed with other treats and snacks?
Absolutely. Ducks love treats.
Okay.
And adding variety to their diet can provide them with additional nutrients and enrichment.
Oh, okay.
Think fresh vegetables like peas, lettuce, kale, or even chopped up fruit like watermelon, strawberries, or blueberries.
So it's like creating a salad bar for ducks.
Yes, exactly.
It's so cute. They can choose their favorites
Yeah,
and enjoy a little culinary adventure.
exactly.
But are there any foods we should avoid giving them?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Avoid feeding ducks processed foods, sugary snacks, or anything that's high in salt or fat.
Okay.
Also, certain foods like avocados, chocolate, and onions are toxic to ducks. So always research before offering them something new.
Noted. We'll keep those off the menu.
Good.
What about supplements? Are there any specific supplements that ducks might benefit from?
Laying ducks often benefit from calcium supplements
Oh.
to support strong eggshell development.
Like,
You can offer crushed oyster shells or a calcium-rich supplement specifically formulated for poultry.
okay.
Grit is also essential for ducks,
Okay.
as it helps them grind down food in their gizzards.
Okay.
You can provide a commercial grit mix or offer them coarse sand or small pebbles.
So it's like giving them the tools they need for optimal digestion.
Exactly.
Now, let's shift our focus to healthcare.
Okay.
What are some common health concerns we should be aware of when raising ducks?
Ducks are generally hardy creatures,
know.
but like any animal, they're susceptible to certain health issues.
Okay.
Respiratory infections are fairly common,
Okay.
especially in environments that are poorly ventilated or overly humid.
So that good ventilation we talked about earlier is key
Exactly.
for preventing those respiratory woes.
Yes.
What are some signs that a duck might be experiencing a respiratory infection?
Look for symptoms like coughing, sneezing, labored breathing, or discharge from the nostrils or eyes.
Okay.
If you notice any of these signs, it's best to isolate the affected duck and consult with a veterinarian.
So isolation is crucial to prevent that spread of infection.
Yes.
What about other common health issues? Are there any digestive problems we should be aware of?
Ducks can experience digestive upsets
Oh.
due to sudden diet changes, poor quality feed, or ingesting foreign objects.
Oh, right.
Symptoms might include diarrhea, lethargy, or loss of appetite.
So it's important to monitor their droppings and be mindful of what they're foraging for.
Exactly.
What about their skin and feathers? Are there any common problems in those areas?
Skin problems, such as feather loss or dermatitis, can occur in ducks,
Okay.
often due to parasites, nutritional deficiencies, or unsanitary living conditions.
So regular health checks, a clean environment, and a balanced diet are essential
Exactly.
for maintaining those healthy skin and feathers.
Yes.
Now, let's talk about routine care and maintenance.
Okay.
What are the daily tasks we need to incorporate into our duck raising routine?
Routine care is all about consistency.
Okay.
Start by providing fresh food and water daily.
Mm-hmm.
Check their water sources for cleanliness and make sure they have access to both drinking water and water for bathing and splashing.
So it's like making sure they have their morning coffee and their evening bubble bath.
Exactly.
What about cleaning their living space? How often should we be doing that?
Regular cleaning is essential for preventing the buildup of waste,
Okay.
which can attract pests and lead to health problems.
Mm-hmm.
So aim to clean their coop or pen at least once a week,
Okay.
removing droppings, uneaten food, and soiled bedding.
So it's like doing the dishes and taking out the trash.
Exactly.
But for ducks.
For ducks.
I love that. What's the best type of bedding to use in their coop?
Straw or wood shavings are good options. They're absorbent, relatively inexpensive and readily available. Just make sure the bedding is clean and dry to prevent mold and bacterial growth.
Okay, so we've got their daily food and water, their weekly coop cleaning,
Right.
and their cozy bedding.
Yes.
What about seasonal care adjustments? Do we need to change our routine based on the weather?
Absolutely. Seasonal care is crucial
Okay.
for ensuring our ducks stay comfortable and healthy throughout the year. In the summer,
Yeah.
you'll need to provide ample shade and fresh, cool water to prevent heat stress.
Right.
In the winter, you'll need to take steps to protect them from the cold,
Okay.
such as providing extra bedding, insulating their coop, and ensuring their water doesn't freeze.
So it's like adapting their environment to mimic their natural habitats.
Exactly.
Now let's talk about a topic that can be a little bit scary, but is important to address:
Yeah.
when to seek veterinary help for our ducks.
Right. It's always better to err on the side of caution when it comes to their health. If you notice any unusual behaviors or symptoms, it's best to consult with a veterinarian experienced in treating poultry.
So what are some red flags that should send us running to the vet?
Lethargy, isolation from the flock, loss of appetite, changes in droppings,
Okay.
respiratory distress, swelling, limping, or any unusual discharge from their eyes or nose.
Okay.
These are all signs that something might be wrong.
And what about changes in egg production? Is that something we should be concerned about?
Absolutely. A sudden decrease in egg production or the presence of soft-shelled or deformed eggs can indicate an underlying health issue.
So it's like their bodies are trying to tell us something's not right.
Exactly.
And speaking of things that can go wrong, let's talk about predator protection.
Okay.
What are some strategies we can use to keep our ducks safe from harm?
A secure shelter and a sturdy fence are the first lines of defense.
Okay.
But there are other strategies you can implement to enhance their protection. For example, consider adding motion-activated lights or sprinklers to deter nocturnal predators.
Oh, that's a clever idea.
Yeah.
It's like giving those predators a surprise they weren't expecting.
Right.
What about natural deterrents? Are there any plants or animals that can help keep predators away?
Certain plants, like lavender and rosemary,
Okay.
are said to repel pests and predators.
Okay.
You can also consider adding guinea fowl to your flock,
Okay.
as they're known for their loud alarm calls,
Oh, right.
which can alert you to potential threats.
So it's like creating a multi-layered security system for our ducks.
Exact.
But even with all these precautions, we still need to be vigilant, right?
Absolutely.
Daily checks of your property and the surrounding area for any signs of predators, like tracks, droppings, or damaged fencing,
All right.
can help you stay one step ahead and address potential threats before they become a problem.
Exactly.
Now that we've covered the essentials of setting up their haven, ensuring their health, and protecting them from predators, let's delve into the fun stuff. Enriching activities we could do with our ducks. I'm really looking forward to brainstorming some fun and enriching activities we could do with these feathered friends.
Yeah, it's amazing how these seemingly simple creatures can enrich our lives in so many ways. Engaging in fun activities with your ducks not only strengthens that bond between you and your feathered friends, but also, creates lasting memories and adds a whole new dimension to the duck raising experience.
So let's get those creative juices flowing.
Okay.
What kind of activities are we talking about?
Well, we've touched upon creating a duck playground in previous parts. Think small ramps, shallow wading pools, safe obstacles, anything that encourages them to be active and explore their environment.
It's like building a miniature amusement park.
Yeah.
But for ducks,
Ducks.
I can already picture them like waddling up and down ramps, splashing in their pools, and navigating their very own obstacle courses.
Exactly. And it doesn't have to be anything elaborate.
Right.
You can use simple materials like logs, bricks, or even old tires to create fun and stimulating challenges for them.
Oh, okay. That's great.
And speaking of fun, how about a duck day picnic?
A duck day picnic. Now that sounds like a delightful idea.
It is. Spread out some blankets, pack some duck-friendly snacks, and let the ducks join you for an afternoon of relaxation and fun in the sun.
Oh, we could even have like duck races.
Yes.
Or obstacle courses during our picnic.
Exactly.
Kids would love that.
Absolutely. It's a great way to get the whole family involved and create some unforgettable memories.
And for those who are more inclined towards educational activities, how about starting a duck journal?
Oh, I love that idea.
Yeah.
Each Each family member can contribute to the journal by documenting the duck's daily habits, their growth, and their unique behaviors. It's a fantastic way to learn about animal care. Yeah.
Encourage observation skills and create a treasured keepsake filled with memories.
It's like a family scrapbook, but with ducks. I love it.
Exactly.
And don't forget about the practical benefits of ducks in the garden.
Oh, yeah.
You know, involving kids in those pest control methods,
Right.
like designating specific areas for the ducks to forage for slugs and insects,
Right.
can teach them valuable lessons about sustainability and the interconnectedness of nature.
Absolutely.
It's like turning chores into fun and educational activities.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
And speaking of creativity, we can't forget about duck-themed arts and crafts.
Oh, yes.
You know, making duck feeders from recycled materials, painting duck-themed rocks,
Yeah.
or even creating duck costumes.
Sure.
For imaginative play, the possibilities are endless.
I love it. The possibilities are
Yeah,
endless.
but before we wrap up this deep dive,
Yeah.
I think it's important to acknowledge that raising ducks, like any endeavor,
Comes with its challenges.
it does.
It's not always sunshine and rainbows.
Right.
Even with adorable ducks waddling about.
Right.
What advice do you have for those moments when we might feel overwhelmed or frustrated?
I think it's important to remember why you started.
Yeah.
Think back to those initial sparks of excitement, those dreams of fresh eggs, those visions of a pest-free garden,
Yeah.
and the pure joy of watching these quirky creatures bring life to your backyard.
It's all about finding the joy in the journey,
Yeah.
even amidst the inevitable challenges.
Absolutely. And remember, you're not alone. There's a whole community of duck enthusiasts out there ready to share their knowledge, experiences, and support.
Like a big happy duck family.
Exactly. So if you're feeling stuck, reach out, ask questions,
Yeah.
and connect with others who understand the unique joys and challenges of raising ducks.
And there you have it, our deep dive into the wonderful world of ducks.
Yeah.
We've covered a lot of ground, but the learning never stops.
That's right.
Raising ducks is a journey filled with discoveries, laughter, and a profound sense of connection with nature.
And it's about embracing the unexpected.
Yeah.
Finding joy in the simple things and creating a backyard haven where both ducks and humans can thrive.
If you enjoyed this deep dive and found it helpful, we encourage you to like, share, and subscribe to Twisted Pine Homestead.
Yes.
Your support means the world to us.
And if you'd like to fuel our future deep dives, consider buying us a coffee. We promise to put it to good use while researching even more fascinating topics for you.
Thank you for joining us on this journey into the world of duck raising. Until next time, happy quacking.
Happy quacking.
Thanks for listening to Twisted Pine Homestead.